Hey there folks, Briando here again, and welcome back to another Dentibot video. Let me just ask you something right off the bat. What do paper forms, stressed out staff, and patients almost ready to walk out the door have in common? Well, they can all be signs of a dental practice that's struggling to modernize, often due to a fear of changing a routine that's allowed you to really just get by up until now. But here's another question. Is getting by enough? Or is it time to take a step in the direction of change that's going to allow you and your team to take your practice to the next level? The problem I'm talking about today is one you really can't afford to ignore. Today, we're going to be tackling one of the sneakiest, one of the most destructive and almost invisible issues inside your dental office. Paper forms, yes. That pile of clipboards on your front desk that everyone accepts as normal. Have you ever asked yourself, why are paper forms so widely used? Well, usually it's because that's how things have just been done for X number of years up until now. You know how the saying goes, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But guess what? It is broken and we do need to fix it because it's quietly chewing through your profits like termites in soggy floorboards. And the worst part, most practices don't even realize what's happening. So stick around because in this video, I'm gonna expose how paper forms are really affecting your practice's growth and how a few simple tech changes can turn this around for you. Oh, and real quick, I'll be also sharing a powerful free custom tool with you later on, especially for dentists. It's really going to put you on the front foot in terms of addressing the problems with paper forms. Anyway, more on that a little bit later. Let's take a look at the issues paper forms cause and what you can do about this. All right, I want you to picture this. It's 8:55 in the morning on a Monday. The reception's just opened up. Patients are flooding in. New patients, nervous kids, granddad who's left his glasses at home. And your front desk is handing out clipboards like they're going out of fashion, like hotcakes. Medical histories, insurance details, contact updates. Everyone's hunched over their forms, busy scribbling away. Then the first patient finally gets called in. But there's a problem. The form's not completed properly. Or even worse, your staff can't even read it. And now your assistant has to play the guessing game. Is that a number 3 or is it a number 8? Is that no allergies or nut allergies? A bit tricky. Could make a big difference though. Your team has to waste time chasing down patients in the waiting room, clarifying handwriting and fixing mistakes. The whole morning schedule is at stake. And that 8:55 chaos, you guessed it, it's happening potentially every single day. Now let's shift gears and jump forward to the end of the day. Your front desk is buried under this pile of paper that they've generated through the day. They're entering handwritten data into your practice management system, line by line, double checking birth dates, scanning for missing insurance info, retyping what patients have already written once. It's repetitive, it's slow, and it leads to errors, lots of them. one miskeyed number on an insurance form, that's a denied claim right there. Now, Rhonda, your receptionist, she's chasing it up, resubmitting, following up with the insurer, and losing in the process hours of productive time. It's just a bad use of resources. And staff get drained, they burn out. Worst case, they might even start looking around for another role. As if good staff aren't hard enough to find as it is. And if there is chaos, there is stress, there is strife in their work environment, you can't really blame them for looking around for something else. And what about patient experience? This is a big one you can't really ignore. Patients do not like sheets of paper on clipboards. Many would rather chew glass or be forced to memorize all of your insurance codes from your database rather than spend 20 minutes being forced to fill out a form for their admittance to your practice. Here's the thing, your patients are expecting a smooth, digitally connected experience, like when they check in for a flight or when they order food for online takeaway. But instead, they're showing up at your practice and they're getting handed this plastic clipboard again. It just feels a bit clunky, a bit outdated, and a bit inconvenient more than anything else. And when patients are juggling their kids, they're running late for work, and they've run over to see you in their lunch break, guess what they remember about your practice? Unfortunately, if they've had a bad experience, it's not going to be the super nice hygienist that sticks in their mind. It's not going to be the pain-free root canal that they've just had done by your associate dentist. No, they remember the clipboard, the clutter, the confusion, the extended wait that made them late for their annual performance review back at the office, or the half hour that they ran late to pick up their daughter from gymnastics after school that forced her to wait in the dark and the rain for that period of time. That's what they remember. This is where loyalty breaks down. Referrals dry up. Online reviews really start to plummet. It's a spiral that's very, very difficult to turn around. And when your main competitor just down the road offers an all-digital, smooth process, well, it's only a matter of time before your patients probably start looking at alternatives. Now, if you're sat there wondering just how much this paper habit is actually costing your practice, as mentioned earlier, I've got something that I think is going to help. I've created a free ROI calculator, a return on investment calculator, so that you can plug in your numbers, plug in the patient numbers that you have, the admin time that you're spending, and see for yourself just how much hidden cost that paper forms are having on your practice. Stick around and I'll share those details with you at the end. But first of all, we need to talk about the modern dental practice and what it's doing differently. Yeah, that guy, couple years older than you from dental school, who's consistently at the top of local Google reviews, and with genuine reviews as well, none of these fake ones. Digital forms are one of the cornerstones of a modern practice. If you haven't got this up and running in your clinic as yet, treat this as a priority and plug this hole. Patients complete their forms online before they arrive. Medical history, done. Insurance, uploaded. Consent forms, signed. That means that no clipboards are required. You're not going to need the deciphering skills of Indiana Jones in order to read their handwriting. No. And No jumping from paper to computer to paper again to figure out what's going on while the clock is ticking all the time. All the info is clean, accurate, and already inside your system before the patient even walks through the door. Plus, it's way more convenient for the patient as well. They can do everything pretty much on their own, on the couch, on the train on their way home from work, all in their own time. That's the key. And if you're wondering about cost, many practices implement this tech for a fraction of what it's actually costing you every single month in terms of salaries for full-time employees doing the busy work that they get caught up in. Let's do some quick math. Let's say that each form is taking about 15 minutes of your admin's time. We then multiply that by 20 forms a day. 15 times 20, 300. 300 minutes. 300 minutes is 5 hours. If you then multiply 5 by 5 days of the week, you've got 25 hours a week. Multiply that by 4, you've got 100 hours a month. Let's assume that the member of staff that's handling this gets paid $25 an hour, just to keep things simple. You're already talking about a bill of $2,500 per month just because of these paper forms. Remember, that's not even counting the cost of the poor patient experience. That's going to be a combination of the new patients, the patient who's had the bad experience doesn't tell because he doesn't want to refer you, and the extra people that he does tell the bad experience to, because you know how it is, bad news travels faster than good news. Now, this next part's really important. Any digital form, for it to be effective, it needs to be connected to the dental practice management software system. This means no manual entry, no copying and pasting. It all needs to be automatic. That reduces data entry errors, it speeds up check-ins and frees your front desk team to focus on the things that matter, spending time face-to-face with your patients and really listening to the problems and the issues that they have. Also, a great side effect here is that you are gathering valuable data for your practice, data that's going to empower the senior management to make strategic decisions into the future based on data they have gathered from your patients. Really valuable for your practice, valuable for the valuation of your practice as well. Now, once that digital form is inside the system, the data from the form is inside the system, your automation tools can really take over. Think appointment reminders, follow-up message sequences, treatment plan tracking. All these things receive their trigger from the data getting input into your system. And yes, if you watch my last video on online booking systems, you'll remember how we talked about using automation to reduce no-shows and keep your schedule full. I'll link to it up here somewhere. This is all part of that same journey, automating the mundane so that you can focus on what matters, your patients. It's all about creating a fully connected digital dental practice journey. From first contact to follow-up care, everything runs much smoother when paper isn't slowing you down. Your clinic has the potential to be in the top 5% of practices in Google reviews locally if you can get the ingredients right. Digital forms are one of the simple ingredients, and there's no excuse for getting this wrong. Imagine even Usain Bolt at At his peak, the top 100-meter runner in the world, if he had to run with an extra 40 kg rucksack on his back, even he'd struggle. Well, maybe not Usain, but you get what I mean. Digital forms are low cost in comparison to the money that they'll help you save. They're high impact and honestly one of the simplest updates you can make this year. They're going to save your team time, they'll make life easier for your patients, and they're going to quietly lift your profits by making everything just work better, as well as giving you valuable data to really form insights and make decisions as well. Now, if you want to see exactly what kind of return you could get from switching away from paper, make sure you get access to the ROI calculator. Access is currently free. It's the first link in the description below. It's easy to use, lets you run your own numbers, and is gonna give you a snapshot insight for your own practice. Now, if all of this is just a bit much and you want to know what options are available to get you from where you are to where you want to be, please do reach out to me. I'm gonna put a link, it's a second link in the description below. Following feedback, I've opened up some new slots in my diary for a free 20-minute rapid fire practice automation triage, I'm calling it. It's a telephone call where you'll be able to quickly run over the challenges that you're facing in your practice, and I can start helping you to generate some ideas. Not everybody will be suitable, so there is a quick application process. All you'll need to do is click the second link below, fill out the quick form, and let's see if we're a good match. All right, that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Remember to like, subscribe, and tell a dentist friend about the channel. I'm Briando, and I'll see you in the next video.